Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Subnautica, where we continue our playthrough of the series with our first, hopefully working, facecam video for Subnautica. So where are we in terms of things? We just got back from, I believe, doing a little bit of gathering for materials. I can't remember what we were going to be making next. I think we were looking at making the grappling arm, which needed the prawn suit to get some upgrades. Let me just snag a little bit of something here. Okay, that's good. We were trying to get the prawn suit upgraded and ready because the blood oil we needed to go back up to where we kind of came down and in for it. But I don't know the upgrades we currently have on it. So let's do a quick check and see how that is looking. No, storage is empty, so that's a good sign. There should be, I think, 2 upgrades into it right now. The depth module and the jump jet. Yes, and what does the Mark II depth module need? I think, let's do a quick check in that, but if that's something that needs something we don't have access to yet, we may very well be going and getting that grappling arm to really begin exploring with the prawn suit. Welcome aboard, head up on here, and okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, so we are at the point where everything's been made that we really can make for it, so we finally will be able to do a little bit more exploration using the prawn suit. So let's go hop into that and begin looking at where we'll depart next. I think it's basically going to be trying to find our way back up to Life Pod 2, there it is. I thought I was having a little bit of issues trying to find out the beacon that we had put down for it, but with that, we should be fine to just go on our way and see where we kind of wind up with it. Oh, okay, there. Are we stuck on? Okay, maybe we got stuck on a little something there, but we should be all good. Oh yeah, I think you can already sort of feel, well, maybe not feel, but just from watching, you can see that we are much more easily able to jet and get around using the prawn suit than we were before. And we have the 1300 meter clear depth, so we shouldn't have any problem if we do need to dip down a little deeper. So the big thing will be going back the way we came, which should be just up this way. There is the sea dragon skeleton, and that way just leads to the... Actually, we still have to go back in there, because I think there was another locked door we needed the purple tablet for. So we'll probably go back that way in a little while. But I believe this is our route out to the maw of the river. Because there's that one formation... Yeah, I think that's exactly up ahead here. We just need the jet to hold out. So we're basically... There we go. Oh, that is going to be... We may actually reach it, because we have a lot of power now, but just in case, we're going to aim for this little spot here. There we go. Land ourselves. That up... Oh, actually has a super fast replenishment, too. And now we're up here. So there is, I think, the one Ghost Leviathan swimming around here, but this is our quickest way to get back to Life Pod 2, where we'll be among the blood kelp in that. And I think the benzene is 3 of the blood oil for it. We won't go out that, we won't get the lead. We're going to make this purely just to get the grappling arm, because that will... Well, as soon as I get it and we have it installed and equipped onto the prawn suit, you guys... We're basically going to turn into underwater Spider-Man with it. It's probably your best way of getting around anywhere and everywhere with the prawn suit. Yeah, we can just nicely hike right through the brine pools and that here. Now, we are closing in on that goal pretty quickly, less than half a kilometer out from it. I think there's just a few more of these routes to kind of go around or go above. But speaking of kilometers, what do you guys think of the... Well, I guess it's kind of hard to say depending on where you are, but I grew up with the metric system in Canada, although we did... I can't say it was officially taught a bit of the... Oh, actually, that's what we're looking for right there. A bit of the imperial system, such as the inches and that. But metric just kind of makes more sense to me, where you don't have these weird fractions of... Oh, can I not... Oh. I guess maybe I have to be out to grab them? There we go. 1, 2... oh, come on, I should be able to... Ooh, you are aggressive. You go over there if you want to be mean like that. Another one there, and there. And oh, okay, inventory is full there, but we can put these in the prawn suit storage, and then pick up even more. No, and... Ooh, you're almost sickly looking. I think that's just because you're a deep sea specimen. Okay, there's that one, and there are some more up here. Yeah, here we go. And you guys here count as blood oil as well. And I think that's, yeah, full inventory, so we got exactly what we needed. And that should be enough for 4 benzene, when we only need 1 for the grappling arm, so we'll have some... Ah, a blighter, not actually a... Oh. I was hoping it would kind of stay still for us to get the... Oh, well, he's kind of up close, but the blighter... Small predator that shares close resemblance to the more common biter, but tends towards a more solitary, less aggressive hunting style. Olfactory stalk, just like the biters. While the red tip protrusion on the blighter's head once served a sensory apparatus, is adapted not to chase but to coax its prey into its path. As prey are attracted to the dancing of the stalk, the blighter can dart forward to catch and consume them. So that's more like an anglerfish, and that's more like a lure. One row of sharp piercing teeth, so old blighter needs to tear through its prey. Creature is familiar for eyes in the deep dark caverns it inhabits, and its eyeballs are likely sensitive to nothing more than broad fluctuation in local light sources, e.g. when a meal is crossing its path. Or an example what is that, example general? I think something like that, but you just leave us alone and be on your way. And we'll get back down so we can put together the grappling arm for the prawn suit. But that, it really does resemble a lot of the deep-sea anglerfish that you'll, if you do ever watch, like, I think they're kind of like a staple of the deep ocean as a prime example of some of the biological adaptations that come of it, but having the sensory apparatus changed to, basically artificial, well, not artificial lure, but, mock lure to try to draw prey in is pretty good. I think the only issue I have with that description is that it sounds like the teeth don't actually... How do I want to phrase this? On anglerfish, the teeth don't really act as a way to, like, bite in and really kill things. They act more like prison bars. Because what they swallow can't get out through the mouth again, and they can't really actually bite through flesh, like it says the blighter does there. So I think that's the only issue I have, is that the blighter should have stated more that it's designed to swallow prey whole, and not to waste the energy on chewing it down to smaller bits, because I think that's a deep-sea adaptation, is just to swallow the prey whole, and let the digestive process do most of the grim work of kind of killing and breaking it down. Uh-oh, I don't want to land on the mantis, or the ray, so we'll just kind of do a little poop here and there, so that way we can change our path a bit, but we're well on our way now. So that's just a little bit of how I feel. I feel like the blighter, considering it's meant to lure in prey, it's probably not actually as ferocious, I can't even say ferocious because the biters aren't, but as aggressive or hunt... See, I can't find the right words for it. It doesn't really hunt and tear out flesh as if it's like biting off of a larger organism like the biters do. It seems to be more that it's going to just consume whatever prey is smaller and small enough to be attracted to the lure and fit inside it. But there are some... Ooh, Lord. Sorry about that. Didn't even realize we were kind of bumping into them. But there are some really interesting specimens of the deep sea that have some unique adaptations. The Gulper Eel, I think, is one of the most bizarre and kind of creepy sort of ones out there, because majority of their body is actually elastic in a sense, and anything that they want to basically prey on will... Oh. Even if it's like... I want to say if it's 10 times their size, they have a way of being able to open their mouth wide enough to consume it, and then because their body is so elastic, just disfigure and warp and shift in order to accommodate that inside themselves. It's really an interesting adaptation. It's, quite frankly, a little disturbing if you see it yourself firsthand. Well, firsthand or through documentary, media, etc. depicting it, but it's something just how alien, yet life is always able to find these ways to survive, adapt, evolve. It's just incredible to try to catalog and see it all. But we'll put the blood oil or the benzene into here now, and then go get the rest from the prawn suit. Transfer that over, or well, process it, and then see what we need for the grappling arm in total. I just want to see... Yeah, we can probably get some more lantern fruit into that. There we go, and we'll eat the rest just to stock ourselves up on anything we may need. It does break the game a little bit, I think, to just be able to have a fruit that gives you both food and water, but I think when you get far enough into the story, it's alright for the survival aspect to slide back a bit, so that way you can just engage in the story and go through with more of it. So we'll climb up here and just see what we need for that grappling arm. Okay, so we should probably have a majority of the stuff. I think it's the advanced wiring kit that's going to be the biggest issue there. The titanium, I'm pretty sure we've managed to get as we've been... Well, even if we don't have, we can go out and find. That's been relatively common down here. Thankfully. Like I say, that was one thing I really screwed up in not making sure we had the titanium before coming down this far. And that covers the bent. Oh, I only got 2? I guess it's only... You need 3 per. I thought it was only 2. Well, we'll go and make sure we have all the other pieces, so that way we can start going around a little more with the prawn suit.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
We'll put another benzene in. We need lithium and 5 titanium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's all of that. And blueprints. I should be able to find it just in here, although it may be down quite a ways. Oh, there we go. So, advanced wiring kit. What do I need for one of those? I think it's a wiring kit and something else. Yeah, so I need 2 silver ore and a computer chip. I think I have silver ore somewhere. I know I have materials for computer chips, mostly. I thought I had a little stockpile of some silver ore somewhere, though. Ah, damn it. I always seem to be shy of something when I'm... Well, we got 1 silver ore there. And that's about it. Okay, so... Let's look at that computer chip instead. And that is... copper wire, gold, and table coral. Thankfully, I know we have an abundance of that. The table coral, not in that one. 2 of those. A bit of gold there. I know I have a spare copper wire sitting somewhere. Make our little clamber back up here. So there's the computer chip. And then we need 2 more gold. And I think I have some... No, that's copper. That's diamond. That's not... Uh-oh. Am I really running out of that many different resources already? I think I am. Oh no, never mind. There we go. So we just need to find some silver ore. And we actually passed silver on the way going to and coming back from getting the blood oil. So that'll work out for us. Let's hop on into you and go find ourselves that silver deposit again. Or a silver deposit. So I have to imagine they might it seems to be rather plentiful, where if you can find one deposit, you may come across multiple kind of close together. Like, we've already got 2 big quartz deposits there. If we needed that, we could easily mine and take apart. I guess we'll drop all the way down here. Oh, what is this? Sulfur or gold? Maybe we'll take a little bit more gold, just so that way we have. Maybe try to go for 6 pieces. 3. Okay, so that should be 4, 5, and 6. Okay, that should be enough of the gold to keep us going for a little bit longer. Yeah, and like, there's another gold deposit there, so... as long as you have the prawn suit, materials do get to be a bit plentiful for you. Although I don't think we... a whole heaping load of quartz, though, but that's not what we need. We need to find that silver. I can't remember if it was all the way up that one drop or not. We'll head down into the brine again, just so that way we'll probably be protected from the eel. I don't know if it would actually come down in here or not. Oh, I think that may be our silver deposit. There it is. So we'll just collect the rest of our inventory space with silver ore. So it's a conductive element and microbicide. Oh, really? I mean, I wonder if that has something to do with the old myth about, like, silver being good against lycanthropes or werewolves and stuff like that, because it's always the silver bullet that's supposed to put down the werewolf. I wonder if there was something about it that had something to do with it. Who knows? Interesting to kind of debate about where myths and that might have their truth kind of rooted in. Because majority of myths do actually have some kind of real-world root to them. If you think about dragons, there's been a lot of thinking that the reason why dragons kind of came to be was people finding dinosaur fossils and trying to piece them together into an animal that, well, what looks like this and kind of has all these features that are... Oh. No, you actually do come in here. I thought you might have gotten the toxic shock and gotten hurt from it, but I guess not. And again, getting hurt by the drill probably would keep it away. Or you would hope it would. So all we gotta do now is get this inside, make up the wiring kit, then the advanced one, and then we're all good to get that arm attached to the prawn suit here. And then from that, we should be good to be able to go into that disease center there and use the... you know what, we better take the orange and the purple tablet, because I know there was one area sealed off we couldn't get into, and I think there was another that needed an orange tablet as well. And I think it was the one we... Ooh. There we go. Reorient ourselves a bit. There we are, and let's just repair that up. There we go. This prawn suit's all healthy again, and we'll take over all of the resources from... Oh, actually, there's a lot of room in the prawn suit. I guess I was kind of underestimating it with what we needed to collect for the blood oils. Yeah, just through here. The base is pretty bare bones, but I don't think we'd really spend super long amounts of time here. Mostly just to get everything kind of put together and prepared. So now we just gotta grab the benzene, and I believe we have all the materials for that grappling arm. So benzene, we just take out one of those. And you know what, we'll start putting all the precious materials into this one here. That should probably fill that up. And just check with the blueprints again. Yeah, we're good. We are very good in golden. Take a little swim out here again. It has been a lot of back and forth these past few episodes, even I'll acknowledge it, and hopefully with this upgrade done, we'll start properly exploring and roaming about the Lost River more, and just seeing what else we can find in this region. We don't need storage, we need the grappling arm. There's the little attachment to it. Ooh, you know what, we might as well access storage since we are here. There we go. Now let's outfit you with that, and you are all set for our exploration of the deeps now. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to see from, well, you can sort of see it. It's almost, I think it's more like electromagnetic for how it grapples. It basically anchors using extreme magnetism to lodge itself in place. We'll just deposit all this in Gamma here, though, and then we'll probably take a break for this episode. I just want to keep it a little shorter just so I can check the face cam and figure out if I've got everything sort of lined up properly with it. It's still pretty new for me to try to experiment and make sure it's all running properly, and again, I wish I could kind of lower the camera down there more so that way I'm looking at you more face to face than you're just kind of seeing the top of my head. Like, it's going to take a lot of time to get used to it, but hopefully this is a little way that you feel more engagement with me. You can see the person behind the camera and playing, and you know you're following along too. And if you guys still have any recommendations or anything you'd like to see us customize Gamma or the prawn suit or anything with, leave it in the comments. I'm always hoping to include your guys' comments into every series I do. But for now, we will take a little break of Subnautica here. Subnautica here. I think I'm getting tongue-tied a little bit. So, thank you guys very much for joining me, and I hopefully will catch you in the next video or episode. Please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.